welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Oh, morning YouTube. I am working on the meter this morning. I have it all back together. As you can see, well, look, it's better this way. It's all back together, and there is no battery in it at the moment. I do not have a C cell battery. I have some D's, but I don't have any C's. So, what I'll do, well, actually, what it's doing right now is warming up. I'm gonna let it warm up about an hour before I try to calibrate it. And also this knob, I do have that replaced. It's the one off here is what it is. This is the one I took off of there. I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, it is broke, and it has been repaired once before with, it looks like JB Weld or something like that. It's gray looking. I'm not really holding out a lot of hope for fixing this. I was just going to try some glue and then clamp it and see how well that held, but I don't know. It's probably hard to get to, for one thing, where it's at there. So I'd like to keep these original knobs if I can. Of course, I can always use the ones off of the other meter, but I hate to lose those. I don't know if that's a crack right there. I can't tell. Yeah, right there. So I don't know if that one's going bad too or what. Like I said, this has definitely been fixed once before, so obviously this meter is not as new as I thought it was, or it just broke and somebody tried to fix it from just sitting. Like I said, it's it's in such good shape. It's just doesn't look like it's been used. So anyway, let me bring you back when I have the things warmed up for about an hour, and we'll go from there. So I'll be back in a bit. I'm back again, YouTube. This thing has been sitting, running, operating, or whatever you want to call it, for over an hour now. Notice the drift is somewhat there on the 0.15 scale. Or, yeah, 0.15. Zero now. If I check this battery, I've got a battery sitting here. I've already checked it with the digital meter. It's 1.2 volts, right on the money. So I wanted to check this to see what it measures on the old meter here. See if it comes up close to that. It's looking a little over 1 volt, between 1 and 1.1 volts. So I'm going to say that's going to need a little adjustment. We will stick our little thing in there and do this gingerly. There. Alright, now we should be able to see 1.2, and we do. I would say that's pretty much calculated, or calibrated. Now it's not going to zero, so let's try it again with it on zero. See what it does. Yeah. Yeah, it's another issue, I do believe, because it's not going back up as it was. Let's try adjusting it again. Let's see if it's going back down. No, it's still not going down to zero. That leads me to believe that the now it is. It's down to zero now. See if I can adjust it this time. Now if it goes back down to 0, we might have it. So far it hasn't. It's taking its sweet time. Yeah. Let's say it's going back down to 0 now. And it's not quite measuring 1.2 now. And let it sit for a second, it does. Okay, I'm not really sure what that means. But I'm guessing that it not perfect. Try it on a different range and see what happens. I should on 5 volts I should see right there, I think. Yeah, see, it's still not. Yeah, let's see what happens now. Well, it's right, just right at there. It's pretty darn close. Let's go back to 1.5 again. Shouldn't have to zero this meter every time. There's probably an issue with the. Yeah, it's going right back up. I think the battery is not exactly a great battery to be using for this test. Let's see what it's got. That's 1.2 exactly. So I don't know, maybe there's a more of a draw with this meter, I'm not sure. But yep, 1.2. I don't know. Hard to say. It may be that this thing, if it is a new tube, it's supposed to sit for 48 hours running. For 48 hours to burn that tube in. I read the calibration instructions for aging. So, it's a good chance that may be the case. Seems like it said something about that if it gave those kind of readings that it was needing, the tube need to be aged. So what I think I'm going to do is leave this thing go for however long and see if that has any effect on it. I think I will advance the range up to about 50 volts. Let it sit there, cook for a couple, 3 days, and come back to it and check it again. That's all I know to do. So otherwise, you know, by that time maybe I can. I've got another C-cell battery, but this one only measures 1.4 volts, so it's not fully charged either. It looks like it might even be leaking a little bit there. So, like I say, we'll leave it set for a couple days, and then I'll come back to it and try this procedure again. If it works, then I'll know that's the problem. If it doesn't work, then there's something else to find wrong with this. But for now, that's about it. I'm not going to attempt the AC calibration because if the DC is not working, there's another problem. So we'll go from there. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again probably in a couple days or so.